Seashore Construction is here to help you weather the storm this winter. You shouldn't have to spend time worrying about wind and water damage. Contact Seashore today to replace or repair your roof, siding, or windows. Visit seashoreconstruction.net.
Temperatures still hanging around in the upper teens this morning. We're at 17 in Vineland, 18 in Glassboro and Hamilton, 19 Atlantic City, and 20 in Cape May and Trenton are our warm areas this morning. Still cold, especially with these winds gusting 35 to 40 miles an hour for most of us, 43 in Cape May this morning. So these wind gusts mixed with those teens are really making it feel like the single digits. So you need to wear your thicker coat, your mittens, your hat out there this morning so that protective layer of heat close to your skin doesn't get blown too far away. It will still feel pretty cold even with the jacket out there, but it's going to keep that layer of heat trapped against your skin and keep you warm so you don't have frostbite or hypothermia if you are out there for too long. But winds stay gusty even through this afternoon. Take a look at that. It doesn't really change much. Winds gusting 35 to 45 miles an hour all throughout the afternoon. Then as we head into tomorrow morning, we're still gusting up to about 35 to 45 miles an hour, but it will gradually start to diminish as we head into Friday afternoon, and I'll show you that here in just a second. But for today, we get some warming, anyway. We're up into the low 30s, around freezing, but it's really not going to make much of a difference what the temperature is. The wind's gusting that strong, it's still going to feel like it's down in the teens all day long. So keep that thick jacket, the mittens, and the hat if you are outdoors today. Then throughout the rest of the week and into the weekend and for next week, we stay in the 30s, but a little bit warmer. Once again, warmer temperatures, still cold in the upper 30s. Then we start to trend back down into the low 30s and upper 20s as we head into next week. But for today, take a look at all those lines. Those are our isobars. They're very tightly packed as we have that pressure gradient in place. That's what's keeping us windy through today. Little short wave from the north tries to pass through, so that could bring us a few clouds through this afternoon, but no precipitation. But we pretty much stay mostly sunny through today. But it is going to start to shift our winds, because as that short wave moves through, we're getting more of a west-northwest flow. We'll start to flip out of the northwest. So not a big change, still bringing in cold air, but just a slight change in the wind direction through this afternoon. Then as that short wave continues to push out, high pressure starts to weaken and our system down to our south starts to work off the coast. Our pressure gradient will start to relax. So by Friday afternoon, we're not seeing those winds gusting nearly as strong. We're still around 15 to 20 miles an hour, but not nearly as strong as what we have seen the past few days and what we will see through this afternoon. Then some moisture starts to work in as that low pressure starts to push off the coast. Take a look at that. We get some snow showers as we head into late Friday night, but since there will be a layer of dry air close to the surface, kind of like what we saw last weekend where we were starting off seeing some stuff on radar, but nothing was actually falling, we are going to have that layer of dry air close to the surface. So as it starts to work in early Friday morning, I don't think a lot of this will reach the ground because of that dry air. But as moisture continues to work in, I think very early Saturday morning, this is where we will start to see our first flakes, a few snow showers into early Saturday. But then by Saturday afternoon, it will actually start to work out and we should see some sunshine heading into Saturday afternoon. So here's what we're going with. Just because we're not getting any interaction between our northern low and our main low, it's really going to be a light snow event. So maybe a half an inch to an inch for parts of Atlantic County, Cumberland, and Cape May. Then for much of the mainland and further up the shore you go, a dusting to about a half an inch will be possible. So not a big snowmaker will this event be. But temperatures gradually, once again, quote unquote, warming up by the end of the weekend and into early next week. Temperatures up to the upper 30s, maybe around 40 for Monday, then dropping right back down around freezing with some more clouds building in as we head towards the middle of the week.